Looking a little more lively.
Yeah, just be careful with that cord.
Okay.
So, all right, I'm gonna get out of here so it's one less person.
Ah, okay.
Damn it, I can't believe you saw the mouse. Shit. You saw one mouse, that means there's more mice.
Talking about the mouse on a live stream?
Whatever.
It's okay, little friendo. Are you sharing it to Facebook now?
No.
Everyone can enjoy this sweet bud.
Johnson and breaks it.
Somebody's watching it. Not me though. Somebody's watching it. Not me though. What was that?
I almost fell off the stool.
Sitting on the stool.
Yeah,
Why are you sitting on the stool?
because it's available to sit on.
You're just sitting there?
Yeah.
The whole reason we set up the live stream is so we don't have to sit there.
What?
The whole reason we set up the live stream is so that the crow could relax and we wouldn't be sitting there. Did you get your Reddit one set up?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it set up on Reddit?
Mm-hmm.
Is it working?
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to talk to me? Are you trying to pretend like you're not sitting there?
No, it's just the mic is on over here.
I know, I could hear myself coming back to the TV. Yeah, I'll be fine.
The crow hasn't told us its name yet, so we're just calling it our little bud, or the crow, or other random stuff. crows definitely do not bring bad luck. I feel very lucky to have a crow in the bathroom for a night. The crow thinks it's weird too, so you're not alone. No, the crow didn't just waltz in here. My partner saw a crow dragging its wing last night by a bike path. And so we put out some food last night and tried to find it and couldn't find it, and looked this morning and couldn't find it. And then went out at lunch and we did find it. And it took us a little while to catch the crow safely. But we got a hold of a wildlife rescue that will take him tomorrow morning. So for tonight, we have a crow hanging out in the bathroom with us. I took some pictures of its wing, and the bird rescue we got a hold of said it looks like it might have gotten electrocuted through its wing by power lines, or it could have been an animal attack. The crickets are actually we're playing it on Spotify to help the crow feel a little bit more relaxed. I love all animals, and crows are so insanely smart. Being friends with one has always been life goals. I don't think this one thinks we're a friend, though. I think he thinks we're kidnapping him. We don't know if it's a he or she. We're not going to try to handle it to stress it out just to sex it. It's been pretty cool. After he or she, they relaxed for a little bit. They'll now take hazelnuts out of our hand, and also ate some egg and some hamburger. It would be awesome if this crow came back and was like, hey, I'm your messenger crow, but I'm pretty sure they're just gonna go fly off into the wild once their wing is healed. That's the goal, at least. If its wing doesn't heal, we're gonna see if we can set up a place for it to be safe, which will not be inside. That is really cool. I do declare go to hell. Man, I'm a little old to get accepted into Hogwarts, but honestly, I'd take it. The crow has been very, very quiet. It's hurt, and I think they're just trying to figure out if they're in imminent danger or not. The crow's been in the bathroom for about 8 hours now. Yes, they have drank a little bit of water. We have been sitting very still next to it and dripping water on its beak because they haven't shown any interest in going to the container of water we have. The real Explo, we saw this crow with an injured wing yesterday and managed to catch it about noon today, and we're taking them to a wildlife rescue tomorrow. Yes, this crow is definitely traumatized, Mr. Java. SM Django, it did not let us near it. We cornered it and tossed a very light sheet over the top. Hopefully its wing can be healed at the wildlife rescue. The crow has a very nice little corner it can go into to chill out and has been doing that. But it seems a little less stressed with the door open, actually. They are really, really beautiful birds. We think it might be a juvenile. Yes, we have contacted the group. The bird rescue that said they could take it can't take it until tomorrow. So they asked us to please keep it until the morning. In the morning, we will take this bird to the experts. I am not a professional bird person. That would be pretty great. Maybe I should do that someday. I'm fairly sure that hotboxing the room with weed would kill it, so we will not be doing that. The crow has been pooping so much, so yes, they have been using the bathroom quite a bit. And as far as I'm aware, I am not a Disney princess.
Quite a stress response.
Thank you. I'm just trying to talk really calmly. The door will be closed when we go to sleep. As much as we would love for the crow to decide to get a job and pay rent to stay here forever, I'm fairly sure that they will be happier at the bird rescue getting medical treatment. I'm not sure little birdie friend looks like a Fred or not, maybe a Forge or a Gred. There's a bird in my room? Dang. Tomorrow when we take the bird to the bird rescue, we are going to do fairly similarly what we did when we caught it outside and very, very gently get a towel around its uninjured side so it can't flap and further injure itself, and then swaddle it basically to transport to the bird vet at the sanctuary. You're welcome. It's nice to hear someone say thank you because I'm pretty sure this crow is going to hate us forever. And I just hope they don't tell all their crow friends to hate us too, because then we might have to move to a whole different place. So far, the crow has eaten some raw egg, some cooked hamburger, hazelnuts, and peanuts. It seems to like the hazelnuts the best. It took the hazelnuts right out of my hand and ate them, and took hamburger right out of my partner's hand and ate out of their hand too. This is one crow, and how it got in the bathroom is that yesterday my partner saw a crow dragging a wing by a bike path, and we put out food last night and couldn't find it, and went this morning and couldn't find it, and went at noon and found it, and we tossed a very light sheet over it and caught it and saw that its wing is injured. Called a bunch of bird rescues, found one that can take it, but not until tomorrow morning, and they asked us if we could keep our crow buddy overnight, and we said we would be delighted. And so now we have a crow in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm really worried that they're in a lot of pain, but I think that getting some food and some water has helped because they're acting much more lively than a few hours ago. I really hope the pain has died down. I'm sure that when we caught them, it didn't help the wing feeling better at all. I am most likely not a Disney princess. I'm fairly sure if I was, Disney would have already sued me for putting up this live stream. There's a great song called Don't Hush Darling, and there is a line I really like that says, don't be the princess when you should be the queen. So perhaps I shall be the crow queen. Plus, Crow Queen really goes with the whole swamp vibe thing I have going on. I mean, swamp witch vibe thing I have going on. And Persephone was super monogamous, and I'm not really about that, so.
Recall your foot's in my live stream.
No feet in other people's live streams of the crow. Check. So after we touched the bird, we just washed our hands very carefully. And it's probably not diseased. It looks healthy. It has glossy feathers. It has bright eyes. It's pretty lively for a bird that only has one functioning wing. But we're just going to continue to sanitize our hands after we touch it, and we will definitely be sanitizing the bathroom and all the bird poop in the bathroom after we take it to the rescue. I was a little bit worried that it would peck us really badly, but it really just seemed to be in a great deal of shock when we picked it up. The light will go off when it's time for this birdie bird to go to bed. There is some light that will come in from outside the window from just a street lamp. You should be jealous your bathroom doesn't have a crow. Crows are awesome. Well, hopefully I'm legendary among the crows for the right reasons and not the kidnapping reasons. They can recognize faces. Some scientists did an experiment where they had a group of people wear masks, all the same mask, and they went out and tormented crows, which is just a really neat experiment. But the crows remembered the masks that the people were wearing and told all the other crows about how mean they were until anyone wearing those masks would get dive bombed anytime that they were outside on campus. So I really hope this crow understands that we're trying to help them and tells all the other crows that we're cool and not to dive bomb us. I've spent most of my life trying to pick up baby animals and take them home. I successfully saved a 4-week-old kitten that was abandoned by its feral mama. Once upon a time, that was a lot of bottle feeding. My partner has a rescued horse that was supposed to go to a cannery and now lives a very happy life surrounded by horse buddies. I am not going to tell the crow something so mean. Nope. We have tried communicating with the crow, but it doesn't seem very keen on cawing back. Yeah, like that. It looked really interested in your caw noise.
I think probably they've relaxed enough that they're feeling better about just perceiving the environment before they were pretty.
Yeah, they've relaxed a lot. This crow friend spent a couple of hours hiding in a hidey hole in the side of the bathroom, and I'm really happy that they're comfortable enough to sit up here with people around. I sat in the hallway for a couple of hours just being quiet and there. They do transmit details to their offspring, and I really, really, really hope that this fella or fellerette tells all the other crows very nice things about us. Yeah, if they swoop at you a lot when they have babies, you can establish yourself as a safe person by putting out food that's safe for them, and they'll start to learn your face and realize that you're a safe person. Same thing with Australian magpies, is they will swoop less at people who haven't harassed them and have regularly fed them. I do like to help this bird. Bit of a funny story about the once in a lifetime thing. Last year, my sister was driving and saw a crow dragging a wing. Oh, just tuned in. Yesterday, my partner saw a crow dragging a wing by a bike path. We went out to try to catch it to see if it was really all that injured and couldn't find it. Put out some food, went back this morning, couldn't find it. Went back this afternoon and saw it, and we got close enough to see that its wing is messed up. So we carefully herded it to a spot where we could toss a really, really lightweight sheet over the top of it. And then we very carefully bundled it up and crow-proofed the bathroom and put it in there with some crow-safe food and some water. They huddled in the corner for a few hours. And once it started to relax, we put on some nature sounds and then opened the door so that it could hopefully relax a little bit more. And for the last few hours, they've been sitting on the back of this chair, kind of chilling out. Ate a few hazelnuts from my hand, some hamburger from my partner's hand. Doesn't seem very interested in fruit. Ate a little raw egg. It's a wild crow, and we'll be going to a rescue tomorrow. The rescue can't take it until the morning. They asked us to keep it overnight.
You should share the link for the rescue if people want to donate.
Yeah, what do you know what the link is for the rescue?
Should I text it to you?
If it's simplistic, you can just tell me and I'll type it in.
It's not.
Oh, it's not. Then
Well, hey, let me look her up, sorry.
this crow's legs are okay. Its right wing is injured. From the photos that I sent to the bird rescue, they said it looks like it might have gotten caught in a power line. It has not shown any aggressive behavior. It's just, at first, it seemed really terrified and seemed to decide that if it was going to die, it was going to die. But it's perked up over the last few hours with having food, water, and nature sounds playing in the background.
Wildskies.org, how you can help with dashes,
Wildskies.org. The rescue we're taking this bird to is called wildskies.org. They do a lot of really, really good work. They mostly take raptors, but they're going to take this crow. I'm typing it into the comments so everyone can see it. There we go. We think it might be a juvenile, but who knows? We're not bird experts. Maybe the vet will tell us tomorrow when we drop it off. We are delighted to take care of this bird. We're both real animal behavior nerds. And crows are so cool. I wish the bird hadn't gotten hurt, but I'm glad that we were able to pick it up and find a rescue to take it. I just hope that the crow repays our niceness by telling all the other crows that we're really cool. We have been feeding it. It didn't want to eat any more about an hour ago. I wish I could speak crow. I would love to be able to tell it, hey, we're gonna fix your wing. Have some more hazelnuts. What I learned new about crows today were that they can't eat tomatoes or avocados when we were looking up what we could safely feed it. Animal intelligence isn't usually exactly comparable like that. Elephants are extremely intelligent. Crows are also extremely intelligent, but bird brains are arranged pretty differently from most mammals, so I don't think that they correlate exactly like that. I hope so. I'd hate to have to move because all the other crows around the block come and try to get revenge on us for kidnapping one of their brethren. I hope so. I'm sure that when we caught it, it was really traumatizing for this poor bird, but I hope that the food and the quiet and the lack of harassment from animals will help this bird realize we're trying to help. That's really cool about your animal sanctuary. If this crow isn't rehabilitatable, we're going to see about working it up a habitat and a safe place to be. If the rehab center can't.
Somebody has
Hold
an
on to
animal
it.
sanctuary though, and they wanna take it, that's great.
Yeah, if someone has an animal sanctuary and wants to take it if this bird can't be rehabbed, that would be awesome. This is a wild crow, so when we get close to it, it does get skittish. I have been scooting in on my knees and being as low as possible, and moving very, very slowly so that it can adjust to my presence. And it has taken some hazelnuts out of my hand, some cooked hamburger of my partner's. It thought about eating a French fry. So far, hazelnuts seem to be its favorite. It also had a few peanuts. Oh, what's a good crow song?
Does the bird make that noise?
No, that's the sink.
No.
Maybe you should turn it off. That hissing sound doesn't seem very nice. It's okay, buddy. You're okay. Just gonna turn this in. Yep, when the crow doesn't want company, there it goes. Hiding out. Didn't want me to get too close there. Maybe it'll come back up in a second.
Well, there goes your live stream, no crow.
Can hear it tapping around. So far we have used the bathroom with the crow in there. It's not super stoked about it, but has just kind of scooted out of the way and tolerated our presence. You're welcome for the explanation. Wow. Crow's doing something back there. We have a dish in the corner with some fruit in it, and it sounds like it might be eating a little fruit. Yes, it has tried a little bit of blueberry and a little bit of raspberry. I can hear it eating right now. I'm not sure if you all can hear it. But I'm not going to stress it out by going and poking around in the corner. You silly bird.
What did you do?
Just hopped into the water and then on top.
Oh, it did?
Yeah,
Like, was it having fun, you think?
I think so.
It's like, wow.
Maybe this crow just got bored. Hey, stop filming me, human. Crow's just going wherever it wants to go, and we've wiped it up here and there. That crow just hopped out of the corner and landed in the bin of water we have, and thought some interesting things about it. No, we did not see. Did you see any other crows around?
No, I made sure there were no other crows around watching out for it. That's part of why I felt strongly we should try and catch it, because its wing was so hurt, and I know better than to take a crow that's being helped out by other crows, but nobody was around at all. Any of the times that we went, there wasn't a single crow there.
Yeah, I never saw a single crow.
I made sure and watched.
Hey, crow buddy.
That's so funny. That's so cute. You can't really see it, but it's poking its head just in over the water a bit. There it is.
There you are.
Must be feeling more confident about the environment if it's moving around like that, because it's been pretty still most part.
I have a step dog. It's my sister's rescue dog, and she has graciously told me that this dog can be a little bit mine also. And my partner over here has a rescue horse that was very badly abused, and now lives a happy life surrounded by other horses.
My horse also has a live stream.
Yeah, their horse also has a live stream. I'm not a vet, but we got a hold of a wildlife sanctuary that mostly deals with raptors, and they said that they can't take the bird until tomorrow morning, and asked if we were comfortable keeping it overnight. So we said we were comfortable doing that, and so in the morning we're taking the bird to a vet clinic where there's going to be an avian rescue expert there. Oh, buddy, toilet's not very good grip.
We should put a towel on top of that.
Thinking about hopping. That would help, but they will not want my help. Must be feeling quite a bit better. This is the most I've seen them move around all day, really, except for hiding in the corner. We stashed food around in the bathroom, so it could go poke around and get food in kind of an interesting, enriching manner. I think there's some berries in the towel that it's on top of right now. Oh, the crow already has us two doing its bidding. We don't even need to wait for daybreak. We looked very carefully for the crows. We would not have taken the crow if other crows were around and appeared to be feeding it and guarding it. But in our 3 or 4 trips over to look and try to catch this crow, we never saw a single other crow. So we felt that its best chance for survival was if we caught it and took it to a rehabber.
Its wing is also really, really messed up.
Its wing is very messed up. I took some pictures of its wing while we still had it bundled, and it doesn't look great. I sent the pictures to the vet, and they said it looks like the crow might have gotten tangled up with some power lines. It might be an electrical edema, but we won't know until the vet examines it whether or not it's rehabable or if the wing is broken or anything. Hi, Prototype. We found this crow injured and managed to catch it because there were no other crows around taking care of it, and got a hold of a rehabber who told us that they could take it in the morning if we could keep the crow overnight. So for tonight, we have a crow friend in our bathroom. If the crow cannot be rehabbed and returned to the wild, and if we can't find a sanctuary to take it, then we will do our best to set up a suitable and safe habitat for it. This would mean a pretty large enclosure. We're really hoping that it can be rehabilitated because the best life for this crow will be in the wild with its other crow buddies. The unspoken one, that is terrible, and you can go away, please.
No.
We don't have a second bathroom, but so far the crow has tolerated us going in and using the toilet. If it gets desperate and the crow seems really distressed by our presence, we do have a neighbor who will definitely let us use their bathroom. It is almost 9:00 p.m. All right, we only have about 5 minutes left until the program kicks me off. So if you have any really, really pressing crow questions or comments, now would definitely be the time. Focus back, please. I'm glad you were kidding about the pellet gun, because if a crow ever saw you shooting at another crow with a pellet gun, they would tell all of their buddies to swoop you forever. I've never been swooped by a crow. I just feed them. I thought this crow was super, super cool, and I thought that Reddit would also think it's pretty cool. So I'm glad that some people are interested in this little crow with its poor little wing. Oh, it's so bright outside that it's hard to get it to focus. Montana. This is in Montana. We're far enough north that it stays pretty bright, pretty late. Thank you. I hope we have a peaceful, stressless night also. Crow Buddy's gonna get some x-rays tomorrow, some medical attention, and I hope that they get a really good night's sleep beforehand, because I bet that's gonna be stressful for this poor friend. They seem very interested so far in anytime we are in view. Probably wants to try to make sure that we're not going to change our minds and eat it or anything. This is still daylight bright. Sunset's pretty late this far north. Yeah, it might enjoy a little bit of lawn grass or greens. As far as I'm aware, crows don't eat grass, though. Let me see, how would you present yourself as not someone to attack? So normally when you're interacting with corvids, that is water dripping, yes. Normally when you're interacting with corvids, you want to give them space, not chase them, and leave food in safe places if you want them to think you're cool and hang out with you. And just like not let people harass them, and they might start bringing you presents. The water is dripping because the crow hasn't been interested in drinking any still water, so we have the sink on a drip in case it wants to flutter up there and get some water. And the cricket noises you hear were playing for the crow to help them relax. I think it's been helping. The crow's been much more amenable to hanging out and letting us look at it since we started playing the nature noises. You have a good one too, and I hope this crow is okay also. We only have about a minute left now. Crow has gone behind the toilet to play with the egg dish, I think. Gonna come out and say goodbye one more time? There you are. Oh, careful. Crow must be feeling a lot better. They did barely moved at all and just huddled for several hours. Ruh-roh. Crow's in the bathtub. Hey, friend.
You still live streaming?
Your laptop is. I'm not. I'm gonna hang in the bathtub. We have to take that stuff out, my friend.
Is Crow happy in there?
Yeah, it hopped in the bathtub.
Do you need a hand?
On its own, yeah.
No, do you need a hand?
Oh, I don't think so. I'm just gonna pick up the bottles, I think. Let it do its thing.
Okay. You got a lot of people watching your live stream?
I don't know about your YouTube or not, but Reddit live stream went done.
YouTube nobody's watching.
It has a time limit.
Right. But on YouTube, nobody's watching. I think maybe there's one person. I guess there's 2 people watching. Hi, YouTube.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Just getting the bottles. Excuse me. This is not a you bottle. I'm getting these bottles. It's okay. Sorry to make you nervous, but you really can't play with these bottles.
What's the Crow doing in the bathroom?
Pardon?
What's the Crow doing in the bathtub?
It just jumped in the bathtub and started grabbing bottles with its feet, presumably to explore and play.
That's very cool that the Crow sounded a little bit more playful.
Yeah, it just went right over to the bathroom edge and leaped into the tub and went right for the bottles. I had to take a bottle out from out of its claw. It just resentfully stared at me while I took it away.
So, this is a great thing to stand on, and I think you should give them a couple more places to stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the rug, I think, in the bathtub for it to stand on.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, something on top of the toilet too.
Yeah, we could do a towel. Do you have a towel you would like to be used?
I was kind of thinking just anything in that cupboard
Okay.
is fine.
Keep this for a nice soft landing for you. There's only very small things in the cupboard.
Yeah, I'll go to the other side of it. No, I can use it myself. I just wanted to use up the racks first. Stand on it's not.
A little bit more of a grip for you.
Oh, here's a stick.
You found a stick.
Forgot I had this thing. Just put that somewhere that I like.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, I've seen this. Cool stick. What do you think, Crow? Should we wedge this in here for you?
Oh, I forgot that I'm one of the people watching.
Should we do it this way? What do you think? That gives you some more options. Are you happy in the bathtub? Were you scared in the bathtub?
I think the crow can get out of the bathtub if the crow doesn't want to be in there. Don't you think so?
I'm not sure it expected the bathtub to be there.
Oh, interesting.
It jumped up the curtain kind of. There you go. All right. Even you be friends.
Crow's very noisy. Or is that you?
That's the crow.
What's the crow doing?
Crow is hopping around. It looks like it wants to get back on the chair.
Oh yeah, I wonder if the stick being up there actually makes it a little bit harder in its head, to get up there.
I don't know, because once it went down the first time, it didn't seem like it was getting back up with any ease either.
Sorry.
Maybe if we rotate the chair a tiny bit.
Oh, that's exactly what I was just gonna do. Just don't want to disturb it. Just make it a little easier so you have more space. That's better. Okay, be out of your hair now for a while. I think we should go in the other room and just let it do its thing.
Probably.
I think that looks good. Now it's gotta be intimidating trying to jump up when there's stuff over your head.
Yeah, and it's learned that the toilet is very slippery.
Yeah.
Pre-towel.
No, we should have started that sooner. Oh, well, I better open mine up, but it doesn't help be stared at for 2 creepy minutes.
That comment that I was not appreciative of is like, hell gun. Really commented and said obviously they were kidding.
What was the crow do? Let's see the crow do something. And so intangibles for it's kind of funny though that we want to watch this.
Yeah.
Or just know that it'll stop working.
It's so funny. I like very carefully created the time. It was clutching a small rubber bottle and its claw. He just looked at me and kind of mantled a little bit over it. And I was like, I'm so sorry, my friend.
It's like, I killed this bottle. This is, yeah. On the whole second world, it's fascinating. You know, the
Maybe I should put the keys on the ground.
I think we need to do it somewhere.
Yeah.
There's somebody watching it.
That was very cute. I was a lot of comments about me being a Disney princess.
How do you watch it?
Let's see here.
We touch all this stuff. Lost, right?
I never saw any more than 49 of the time. It looks like there's 738 views.
Jesus.
And there's over 200 comments.
That really gets some. Does that help your red color quite a bit?
A little bit, yeah.
That seems pretty good to me. It's way better than anything YouTube ever does that I've involved with.
Yeah, towards the end of it, people were commenting. Someone with coins, get this an award so you keep watching. Give them an award to get longer to go on. But apparently no one who was watching either had coins or wanted to spend it on that. It upped several times by 1 minute. I got a bunch of really cheap awards on it. I got 5 healthcare hero awards, which are also they're all really yours. Oh, 2 healthcare hero, 2 tree hugs, and 1 silver.
Nice. What's a healthcare hero?
Basically what it sounds like, lifesaver.
No, no problem.
What's that? Here you are, bud.
Alright.
Let me see the comments.
Alright.
And then being to comment, I can group the live stream. Oh, you got the photo. Can you see? Like the
That
brand.
crash is pretty good,
I watched it until I was worried about the chair.
watch more of this or watch it?
You go ahead, Rach. There's the mouse. It's in the corner over here. There it goes.
Where'd it go?
Into the closet.
Sorry.
Did it just manage to get out, or is there more than one? Did it look like the same one?
Must have been the same one.
Sorry, Raven Crow, but oh, sorry, we're not gonna do that. No, that's what I'm in trouble.
Right, I don't care.
Raven got chilled out, man. Good crow.
I think a crow named Reagan would be fun.
That would be good. Okay, I don't know if I can have completed comments. I mean, I would like to be able to click through to the comments anyway, just to see them at once. Maybe they don't stay, maybe they're only temporary. Live stream, I don't know. And I noticed it again.
Yeah, it's just actually lots of times I was so surprised I've never seen mouse. And then the other day I was thinking, I'm lucky I have some mouse right this stuff. There's no other good messy out there, but not because of how afraid of mice, because I've never actually seen any mouse be afraid, you know?
It seems to have really adapted to routine.
Yeah. Hi, Crow. I'm just gonna turn off this light real quick. Bedtime.
You can see it silhouette.
We'll leave the light on for a little bit. Okay, watch your eyes. Oh, sorry. Did you see it startle? The whole
Yeah, there's a lag, so I just saw it startle.
yeah. We'll turn it on and off.
That's a little bit more visible, yeah. A little more gentle lighting.
Yeah, we'll just transition down from that.
That sounds great.
leave it on for a little bit.
Poor Crow trying to jump upon a chair, and it turns out this is a prize pit on the other side with toys, and it doesn't get to keep any.
They've got a little white thing if it wants it. You wanted just a little white. What bottle was it? Was it a big bottle?
It
Little
was
one?
the littlest little bottle. I think it was one of your medicated here things. I didn't really look here. I keep forgetting. It was.
Yeah, I know it was. I know.
Oh no, I think it was actually this facial scrub of Hermina's. Last time, lots of people asked lots of questions about it. Yeah. One person asked if they are as smart as elephants, and I said it's not exactly comparable like that because they're very different.
That's very true.
And they're both highly intelligent, but bird brains diverged a long time ago, so they're formed differently. And got a bunch of comments saying that was really cool and helpful. So
Yeah. Bird brains are super cool. Do you know that neurons in bird brains are, and all other animal brains, we have ribbed brains. Birds have smooth brains, and they have neurons that go every direction, so they can pack in like super cool.
yeah, we have brains, but in a totally different way than ours are.
Yeah.
Ours are dense because of the folds.
Wow.
Theirs are neuron dense despite their smoothness. It's so crazy. It's so cool.
Super cool. But it's a huge evolutionary leap to be able to have orbital neurons like that.
you're drinking water.
Did you drink some water? I wonder if it would help to have one more thing on there. Let's try it. As I can just tie this on, not disturbing you too bad. And then you'll have something to hang out on, you know? What do you think? Go sliding around. I think that's better.
Nope. I was watching my live stream to see if I said anything exceptionally stupid.
Oh, is that what you were?
Yeah, just stuff.
Oh, hands. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to. So far, I've just noticed that I feel like I still have a speech impediment.
You got much more like intentional about your speaking.
Part of the same words I use for like presentation and shit.
Oh yeah, I tested it out. It's I can't believe how well. So you can't get my it's something about the acoustics is just perfect. Like us singing 30 feet away, having noises picked up.
Amazing.
It's crazy.
Ah,
I think it's also really annoying because I just want to watch TV at this point. I can go to the video and just turn it off. I don't know if you can like turn it off. I think it's probably. I texted a few times so I can see it. Successfully tried another stop and then which is that's like sleep like is nodding off. I think it's sleeping one direction.
Did it run away? Or did it go?
No, let me try it out. It's sitting there.
So cool.
Yeah, it's good. But it was you just want to sleep because I just kept noticing that it would just like be there and then like kind of like start sliding down and then start up. So then kind of stop for it like no pressure tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Or they're just saying that now. It's really- Yeah, I'm gonna go you know? I'm gonna not use the bathroom.
He's shockingly mellow with that.
And then the crow will take food from our hands
I
and
took it out of the tub.
you pick it up.
I didn't struggle. I was worried that it wouldn't have a good job.
Right.
And it, once it took a really walk, it hugged the corner.
The tub?
And it really slided that way all the way there.
Yeah, I don't think it works. 700 views, huh? People would watch that first.
Everything broadcast out.
I'm gonna close, I'm gonna turn off the light, lock the sound, and shut the door.